The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Temple Owls offense will take the field first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got coming out aggressively. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, it's Martin. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's the handoff. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Temple lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll run it from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Martin. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Temple lines up quickly.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Handoff to the single running back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The screen, he can go, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man quickly. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. Complete in the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Arizona. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is in...
He's loose. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Owls are in the hurry-up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback on the move, still looking.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Plucks it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Owls.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can... Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Martin. There he goes. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the timing just a hair off.
I I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He's open on the right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Looking for room. It's Martin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Zings it complete to the right. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Hayes. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays. Down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Temple lines up quickly.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They go to the draw. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give out of the gun. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Nittany Lions are on the move. Looking for a crease, it's Hayes. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got it! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, and handoff to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the ground with the back. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. The Owls moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's
unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Nittany Lions are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Reynolds. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Caught near the sticks. It's Reynolds. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little more. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Hayes. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick of a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 4 over Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. Gonna sling it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Allison. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, God, those ones that you got a guy wide open a lot of times.
Brings into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Hayes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Nittany Lions are flying down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Martin. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the... Five-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rigby. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Wells. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Caught. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Temple looking for a touchdown from the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback keeper. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. It's complete to the left. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. they better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
And he added the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. The short hands, it's Reynolds. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Rigby. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Off play action. That's caught. It's Allison. At the 35, he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. quick completion on the out route. Across the 40 outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. On the run, it's Martin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically...
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Nittany Lions are threatening in the red zone. Right back to the well. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over Western Michigan. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Fakes to grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play. Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Finds his man. It's Stewart. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air. It's Adams. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. He'll keep it himself. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Owls come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play. Tackling the quarterback.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on third and long.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Temple lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything.
Breaks into the open. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
At the 35, he's loose. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with a score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give them explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. That's reeled in. It's Stewart. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw. It's Adams. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. Plows through the defense. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
He's got the tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm